Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to another episode of the quarantine series. Welcome from Karachi. I have safely reached, not in the best of the shape, but inshallah we're gonna have a great time today. अच्छा सफर रहा, बहुत ज़्यादा वायलेशंस देखी SOPs की पूरे मुल्क में, बहुत ज़्यादा डिनाइल कुछ लोग कहते हैं उन्हें होके गुजर गया है, कुछ लोग अभी तक मानते नहीं हैं कि कुछ है. It is sad that हमारे मुल्क में किसी भी चीज़ पे अमल कराना बहुत बड़ा चैलेंज नज़र आता है और हमारे डिवाइड्स नज़र आते हैं, लैक ऑफ ट्रस्ट नज़र आता है. इन सच चैलेंजेस आई होप एंड प्रे कि आपके इर्द गिर्द अच्छी खबर है, और आप खुद अपने लेवल पे, अपने कारोबार में, अपने दफ्तर में, अपने इदारे के अंदर ज़रूर SOPs फॉलो कर रहे हैं और अपने घर पे भी कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि लोग ज़्यादा हीरो ना बने. नोबडी नोज, इसमें हम सब साथ हैं, हम सब बराबर हैं. आज का मौजू बहुत अहम है, पाकिस्तान के लिए बहुत अहम है और बहुत सारे सवालात जो मुझे आते रहते हैं अक्सर कॉन्वर्जेशंस के अंदर वो जुड़ते हैं टेक्नोलॉजी से. वील स्पेसिफिकली टॉक अबाउट एक्सपोनेंशियल टेक्नोलॉजीज. क्या हैं ये एक्सपोनेंशियल टेक्नोलॉजीज, व्हाई आर दे कॉल्ड एक्सपोनेंशियल टेक्नोलॉजीज एंड हाउ आर दे चेंजिंग द वर्ल्ड अराउंड अस. पिछले 10 सालों में बहुत सारे एक्सपर्ट्स जो बातें कर रहे थे, हमने उनमें से बहुत सारी चीज़ें ट्रू होते हुए देखी और कोरोना में तो बहुत ज़्यादा क्विकली होते हुए देखी. व्हाट डज द फ्यूचर वर्ल्ड लुक लाइक? आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस क्या है, मशीन लर्निंग क्या है, मजीद जानेंगे. मैं भी इसके बारे में माठा हूँ आप में से बहुत सारों की तरह. लेट्स जॉइन डॉक्टर आतिफ फरीद. आतिफ साहब is a Pakistani believer, and very positive about every development that happens on our side of the world. He is a senior data scientist at Catasys. Specific interest रखते हैं ब्लॉकचेन में, आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस में, मशीन डीप लर्निंग में और नेचुरल लैंग्वेज प्रोसेसिंग में. His 10-year goal from 2030 to 2023 is to become a level 5 leader, to lead by example. He's also an advisory scientist at NASA, to share data out throughout space. Dr. Atif Saab is very accomplished and I hope that you will join me. मेरे लिए भी आसान करेंगे, अपने लिए भी आसान करेंगे. Thank you very much, Atif bhai, for joining us.
You are most welcome. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam. How are you? Where are you? How's the lockdown?
Alhamdulillah. Well, I am in the state of North Dakota, and there had been no lockdown except salons, bars, and restaurants. So that's why my hair are
Wonderful.
like pretty much. The rest was pretty much open with the restriction that you should have mask and you should stay away from people around 6 feet, which is like 1 meter distance, bare minimum to 2 meters. So we are a remote state, one of the least populated. So perhaps that was the reason, and we are the extremely cold state in the United States. For last 5 years, Grand Forks, North Dakota, where I live, has been the coldest city, even before Fairbanks, Alaska, and Anchorage, Alaska.
Wow.
So लोग वहाँ जाते नहीं हैं, लेकिन हम अक्सर जो हम जैसे लोग जब वहाँ जाते हैं कहते हैं ये तो बहुत अच्छा है, कम लोग हैं, अच्छा लगेगा. So yeah, it's pretty much working from home, teaching from home. Even though I teach in North Carolina, but I teach from home these days. So yep, Alhamdulillah. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you for taking out the time. Let's get sailing. बहुत अहम मौजू है और I'm sure बहुत सारे सवालात भी होंगे. जो लोग हमें ज्वाइन कर रहे हैं, आप लोग सवालात पूछ सकते हैं कमेंट्स में. पहले तो हमें बताएं आप कहाँ से ज्वाइन कर रहे हैं. एक आधा इमोजी साथ लगा दें, ये भी बता दें कैसा महसूस कर रहे हैं. साथ आप हम लाइव टुवर्ड्स द एंड भी ज्वाइन कर सकेंगे विद योर क्वेश्चंस इंशाल्लाह. मौजू है हमारा एक्सपोनेंशियल टेक्नोलॉजी, स्पेसिफिकली आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस एंड मशीन लर्निंग. And we're gonna dive into it right away. So Atif bhai, what do we mean by exponential technologies? What are these? Why are they called exponential?
Well, exponential technologies are technically anything that rapidly accelerates. What is rapid acceleration? None of us knew till last October that there will be a pandemic which will take us in a situation where we are now going to be reliant on the Zoom meetings or on the WebEx meetings or Google Hangouts or whatsoever. and that we are utilizing these for over a decade or so, or more than a decade. And I remember my first discussion over the internet was in 1996 in Karachi using PTCL lines, and that was a chat by way to bi-directional chat with me and a friend of mine, and I was doing my first master's at those days at Karachi University in software engineering, and we did it by ourselves, just by the basic knowledge of C language and assembly language. So, however, that was not exponential at that moment. At this very moment, we are stuck with augmented reality. We are stuck with virtual reality. I don't know how many people are aware of Second Life. That is a whole life that you can live in an avatar form,
Virtually.
in a virtual reality world where they have their own currency and all that, their own, Bay Street or, NASDAQ, etc. So rapid growth in technology is exponential. That can be artificial intelligence, that can be robotics, that can be space sciences, like that.
Wonderful. So, technologies that have the power to bring rapid change, disruptive change, are regarded as exponential technologies. क्या है ये आज के दौर में exponential technologies? What are these?
The medicine, the first one, first and the foremost, to extract and find the RNAs and DNAs, utilizing the complex computation to figure out कि ये coronavirus की वैक्सीन कैसे बनाई जा सकती है. And biotech is extremely important कि आप अगर artificial limbs लग रहे हैं किसी के जिस्म में, तो वो उनको कैसे 3D प्रिंट किया जाए कि वो जिस्म उसके साथ इंटरेक्ट करे, रिएक्ट ना करे. Nanotechnologies which can flow with your blood and all that, जो पाकिस्तान में वो एक चल रहा है कि जी बिल गेट्स से चिप लगानी है आपके जिस्म के अंदर. And like I personally know Bill Gates. खाना खा चुके हैं कई
Full.
दो तीन दफा मीटिंग्स के अंदर. So digital fabrication is another, so like we lived in stitched clothes and draperies and all that. What is digital fabrication? What is a data fabric actually? How does it look like? How does it behave? And robotics and autonomous vehicles is another good example. Tesla. So these are few experimental technologies. I've seen Dr.
Wonderful.
Ahsanullah is live from Maryland, and is a very dear friend of mine. He's at the National Institute of Health. Yeah, there you go. And he's from Washington D.C. He's like my younger brother. He found me somehow. So we found each other in the United States.
Wonderful.
Yeah,
We
go ahead.
found each other. Okay, let's get sailing. We're gonna dive deeper into your area of expertise. क्या है ये artificial intelligence? बहुत
So
सुन रहे हैं, and of course we have seen some bits, some magic of it. A lot have been scary as well for common people. कि आप कीजिए कि artificial intelligence आपकी नौकरी ले लेगा. So help us crack this.
आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस आपकी नौकरी लेगा अगर आप ड्राइवर हैं. In less than 5 years time frame, I don't think you really need to drive a car or fly a plane. लेकिन इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि आप जो हैं वो बेकार हो गए. In reality, आपका दिमाग वो becomes a driver. Or how that becomes a driver, because you as a human can make calculations in your mind, the computation, which is way faster than a machine can do. We have yet to explore those areas. जब तब्दीली आती है, पाकिस्तान में तब्दीली की बात नहीं कर रहा मैं, जब चेंज आता है with the pace of time, वो उसको अडेप्ट करना चाहिए, उसको समझना चाहिए, उसको थोड़ा बैक डाउन करके पीछे होके उसको अंडरस्टैंड करना चाहिए कि आखिर ये क्या है, इसके पीछे बुनियादी असूल क्या है जिंदगी के. अब मुझे नहीं पता कि पाकिस्तान में इस वक्त एजुकेशन का क्या स्टैंडर्ड है स्कूल लेवल पे. आई लेफ्ट पाकिस्तान इन 1997. लेकिन देयर यूज्ड टू बी, आई रिमेंबर, मैंने वो कराची में कहते हैं पीला स्कूल और लाहौर में कहते हैं टाट वाला स्कूल. तो मैंने उस स्कूल से
जी
पढ़ा हुआ है, मतलब उर्दू मीडियम से पढ़ा हुआ है, और हमें पढ़ाया जाता था सेट थ्योरी. जब मैं पीएचडी में आया, अपनी पहली पीएचडी जब मैंने की साइबर सिक्योरिटी के अंदर, तो मेरे प्रोफेसर ने, बल्कि 3 प्रोफेसर्स ने कहा, डू यू नो सेट मेंबरशिप? You're talking about set theory, the A union B and B intersection C. I said, yes. I said, if you know that, you will be able to find something which is unique and nobody has explored it.
wow
So I went in and I looked at set membership, set theory. मैंने पाकिस्तान की किताबें मंगवाई पहली जमात से 12वीं जमात तक, और वो मंगवाई इस दफा इंग्लिश में, क्योंकि मैंने उर्दू में पढ़ा हुआ था, रियाजी पढ़ा हुआ था, रियाजी इख्तियारी पढ़ा हुआ था. आई डोंट नो व्हाट पीपल इवन नो दीस वर्ड्स in Pakistan, but there's mathematics and mathematics, adaptive or elective that and the most fun part is, जब मैं उनसे गुजर रहा था तो मुझे वो अपने वो सारे दिन स्कूलों के याद आ रहे थे जब मैं स्कूल जाया करता था, और वो उस्ताद मुझे पढ़ाते थे, और चंद उस्ताद मेरे ऐसे थे जिन्होंने विद द रियल लाइफ एग्जांपल्स पढ़ाया था. जैसे मुझे आज तक याद है कि जी अगर आपके पास 5 गायें हैं तो आप कितना दूध उसमें से एक्सट्रैक्ट करेंगे, मतलब कितना दूध निकलेगा. तो एक बच्चे ने कहा जी वो एक दूध का वो बल्टोया जो है हम पानी का भी उसमें डालेंगे. तो कहता है इसका मतलब एक्सटर्नल फैक्टर्स इंक्लूड कर रहे हैं. तो it's exactly the same. AI is technically nothing but merely a replica of human intelligence. And what we call robotics, robot is nothing but a movement of our hands, which is happening at this moment. However, I'm not controlling it. I am thinking that I'm controlling it. Lekin, there are people, like I mentioned, biotech, jo, for some odd reason lose their limbs and all that, for some surgical reason. And they still feel that there is a hand when there is no hand. It's technically the feeling, how you translate it for a machine to behave and act. That's artificial intelligence. I hope this suffices the answer.
so wonderful. I'm making sense of the sketch you have drawn. So अब जिस तरह मेरा हाथ चलता है इसी तरह रोबोट की प्रोग्रामिंग है, जिस तरह मैं फैसले करता हूँ इसी तरह मशीन फैसले करना शुरू हो जाए. So that's artificial intelligence. So machine learning is another term that we are hearing, and a lot of startups are doing a lot of machine learning on what they're gathering. So how is that relevant to artificial intelligence?
So machine learning is technically decision-making power by a machine, which is artificially intelligent and has the knowledge base on the back end. जब बच्चा पैदा होता है तो वो बात नहीं कर सकता. इस तरह जब एक सॉफ्टवेयर हम लिखते हैं तो हमें इमीडिएटली रिजल्ट नहीं देता जब तक
Okay.
हम उसे एक्सटर्नल फीड ना करें. इस सवाल का जवाब ढूंढने की कोशिश करो. बच्चा माँ को इससे जानता है कि वो माँ ने से जाना होता है, and whole biological process. और जो सॉफ्टवेयर है वो जब हमने बनाया है तो सॉफ्टवेयर knows कि this is machine, and but again software is not alive, bachcha is not alive, a child is alive and kicking and can feel other external factors software cannot. So traditional problems or the set of goals is important for both human intelligence and as well as the artificial intelligence. So the research can include reasoning, knowledge representation, planning, learning, and especially learning in a way that what is in the surrounding of a certain. If this is a cup, then is there a holder? Why there is a holder when I can hold just like this? Reason behind that, this will become very warm if I'll have warm coffee in it. But again, I know it because I know that there's something heat which will actually translate into the warmth and it'll become hot. So there is a way that I will actually hold it as a human. However, computer is senseless. How computer will know this is hot? Computer will become to know when this computer or robotic will start melting, and it'll start losing its coherence. So that's how machine learns from it. जो गाड़ियां बनती हैं डेट्रॉयट में, मिशिगन में, वो अब ह्यूमंस वहां नहीं होते, लेकिन वहां पे रोबोटिक आर्म्स होते हैं जो आते हैं, वो एक सर्टेन टास्क परफॉर्म करते हैं और वो उड़ जाते हैं. So the basic tasks performed by robotics needs machine learning.
Wonderful. Just like human beings, बच्चों को नहीं पता होता जब सॉफ्टवेयर लिखा जाता है, doesn't know it, and it learns, develops those ideas, those concepts, and then decides on them. Wonderful. We are with Dr. Atif Farid. Exponential technologies is what we're talking about. और बड़ी खामोशी छाई जाती है जब ऐसे टेक मौजूदात आ जाए या थोड़े गाढ़े मौजूदात आ जाए, तो थोड़े से सवालात निकाले जागे, एक्टिव बने, लर्निंग का हिस्सा बने, लर्निंग एम्पलीफाई हो जाती है. एक दूसरे से भी हम बहुत सीखते हैं. So yes, good. Thank you, Sama. Thank you, Asad, Qasim, Taha, Kaab, Ehsan, Hinav, all of you for joining. So yeah, get the questions coming in the comments. We will take them as we go forward. Okay, so then how artificial intelligence gets the machines to decide that there's just too much to put together, which you and I as human beings have, and of course that's on the uski basis पे हम फैसला करते हैं. ये कैसे put together होता है, and how is AI getting the machine to decide?
So the knowledge base. एक बच्चा, उसके सामने आप एक सेब रख दें और एक जलता हुआ कोयला रख दें, बच्चे को नहीं पता, वो जलता हुआ कोयला उठाएगा, जो नेचुरल इंस्टिंक्ट है, एवरीथिंग दैट ग्लिटर्स इज गोल्ड. लेकिन माँ या जो भी सराउंडिंग में होगा, वो उस कोयले को हटा के सेब पकड़ा देगा उस बच्चे को. इस तरह जो सॉफ्टवेयर इंजीनियर्स हैं, जो आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस के प्रोग्रामर्स हैं, जो उसे ये बताते हैं कि ये वाली इंफॉर्मेशन जो है, ये हमें सिर्फ ये वाली इंफॉर्मेशन चाहिए. अगर हम सड़क पर गाड़ी चला रहे हैं और गाड़ी ने ऑटोनोमस ड्राइविंग करनी है, तो उसको ये पता होना चाहिए कि ये बतख है, सामने आ गई है, ये एक बुजुर्ग है जो लकड़ी चल रहा है, जैसे इसी 3 टांगे नहीं है, क्योंकि उसको तो नहीं पता, वो गाड़ी को नहीं पता कि ये इंसान है या ये जानवर है. बतख की भी 2 टांगे होती हैं, इंसान की भी 2 टांगे होती हैं, लेकिन एक बुजुर्ग या बुढ़िया जो है, या अगर कोई उसके साथ जा रहा है पकड़ के केन के साथ, तो वो उसकी कितनी टांगे होंगी? 6 टांगे होंगी. गाड़ी को नहीं पता, ह्यूमन को पता है. So that's why still human is sitting behind the wheel at this moment until all that knowledge base is built. So knowledge base allows to make a decision on the basis of previous experiences.
Wonderful. Temur is asking, which is the common language used for artificial intelligence?
In reality, you might call me old school, but I am a professor of artificial intelligence in the University of North Carolina, and I have taught in Harvard executive program also a bit C++. Everybody thinks, oh, ये Baba Adam के दौर की language है. But C++ is the only language that can read actual both human English and translated version of machine's response. That's the first one. If we go in AI utilization in blockchain, then there's a language called Go language, Go, which is Google language. Not Solidity. Solidity is based on Java. So it means with Umair is like my younger brother. I know him for how many years? Over a decade, perhaps. So and Umair always asks these intriguing questions to me, which actually made me think. मुझे उस लेवल पे उमैर जिस लेवल पे बात करता है, वो that is for everybody to understand. So I'm trying to be at that level. Umair's level is higher than mine, by the way. I'm not buttering him up. I know it, that there is a good leader and he reads to people. So I'm trying to be at his level and to reach, and I'm telling you that C++, if you know the language, if you know C sharp, even Java will work. It's a language. Golang is another language. So yeah, these are a few. Okay, Mohammed Osama question kar rahe hain, are machines
Are
going to
machines
replace?
going to replace humans totally in future? Lots of things are being said, automated around us at a very rapid pace. What's in there for humans in the future, and your advice to professionals with no tech background?
So human will actually reach to a potential where they will think more. The reliance on the machines will get less when machines will be self-dependent to make a decision. Robots, the I, Robot was a movie a while ago I watched with Will Smith. Uh, he picks the gun up and he wants to shoot it because machines are not going to kill you back. That's a law that human has set. The human has more potential than any given machine combined of. We have explored this human mind on a very less note. We can be in hospitality business, we can be in finance and e-commerce, automotive, healthcare, but if we are thinking on a right turf, then we are playing the right game. That's what my short answer is.
Wonderful. Thank you for taking these questions. Um, why artificial intelligence is called artificial? It's called
Because
artificial because at the end of the day, there are humans at the back of it.
at this moment, yes, but in next 10 years,
Will it say
in next 10 years, highly unlikely. In next 10 years, they, due to the standard Google availability of big project that Google had opted, which the people stopped as a human, the collection of books in the cloud that allows Google to learn, and any machine is connected with the internet, and that allows it to find the answers like this. So yes, there was a question came about laziness. Laziness is the best thing you can do, and because you want things to happen rather you do it. So be active for your health, but on the other hand, laziness is not a bad idea.
wonderful? You're the first one to be recommended laziness on our show. Be lazy, let the machines do it. Teach the machines how to do it. We're with Dr. Atif Farid. We're talking about exponential technologies, in specific artificial intelligence and machine learning. Some of you have asked some beautiful questions. Thank you for those. Let's carry on. What is natural language processing?
Natural language processing is pretty straightforward. That is happening at this moment between you and me via a medium that is internet, via this live video, जो कि हम अंग्रेजी और उर्दू का एक मजमुआ बना के लोगों के सामने पेश कर रहे हैं क्योंकि ये audience is diverse and people might be watching in the United States and Canada or in Europe wherever they follow me. I have been associated with a very big conference called Strata, which we closed down this year doors. Our last audience was 6,000 people. They were
Wow.
all computer science related from across the globe. So, for the sake of normality, natural language processing is where what we say is actually edible, जो assimilate हो सकता है, जो हजम हो सकता है उर्दू में, जो हमें समझ में आता है. यानी जुमला ऐसा ना बोला जाए कि वो इतना जखीम हो कि वो उसको उर्दू में आदमी लुगात करीमुल लुगात निकाल के ढूंढ रहा है जखीम का मतलब है. सो जब भी आप कोई एक जबान बोलें तो उसको मुकम्मल उसको इख्तियार करें. तो आप महसूस करेंगे कि जब मैं उर्दू बोल रहा हूँ तो उसमें अंग्रेजी की अमालगमेशन जिसे हम कहते हैं यानी आमेजिश वो बहुत कम होगी. When I'm speaking English and I'm going to be pure in the linguistic, with the depth of the knowledge that I have. So opt for one thing. Natural language processing is when we process language in our mind to understand, to grasp, to get the context. अब कहते हैं ना कि oh, it dawned on me. इसका मतलब है सुबह हो गई मुझ पे उर्दू के हिसाब से. No, it dawned on me. I came to know things. So this is from Zig Ziglar. If Umair might know that it dawned on
I
me.
do.
So that's the thing. Natural language processing is nothing but to make sure that both parties, whether it's an artificially intelligent machine or it's a human intelligence, they both can.
They understand the same thing.
Yes.
And they can communicate with each other.
Yes.
It just occurred to me that there is a lot that we say which is just understood by humans. Zaban mein hai, alfaz mein hai. But it's just not, I mean, if we go literally, then a lot of what we say, how we express ourselves will not be true. मुझे मुस्कुराहट आ रही है फेसबुक भी कोशिश करता है ना ट्रांसलेट करने की अगर आप कुछ बात लिखें आजकल तो
Absolutely.
बिल्कुल
Yeah.
बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग
Yeah. You're right.
Okay, wonderful. So can machines talk back to humans in a sane way?
So yes,
We have Siris, we
like
have Google Homes and Alexas, but they don't quite do the job.
बुनियादी तौर पे अगर आप ये इसको फोन को उठा के सकें कि Siri, I love you.
You are the wind beneath my wings.
You are the wind beneath my wings. Now let me go and do that again. Siri, I love you.
That's sweet.
Siri, you're the only one in my life.
Is there something else I can help with?
अगर यही गुफ्तगू मैंने किसी नाजुक अंदाम हसीना के साथ की और मैं गैर शादीशुदा होता फॉर एग्जाम्पल, तो जो मेरी टोन ऑफ वॉइस है वो लैंग्वेज नहीं है. So we have to establish a tone of voice. उसमें sincerity है या नहीं है. Machine cannot do that even till today.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Yes, machines can talk back to you. Since I am an old person, yes, older than many on this Facebook, I have seen a movie, a series called Knight Rider, where the car used to talk back to you. Michael Knight was the potential driver of that car. So look at that, and that will allow you to learn quite a few things. You know, I understand that will not have the Alexa or Siri or Facebook mentioned in that, but that was beyond its time. 1965 Star Trek, the original series, brought in the phenomenon of a cell phone. 65, there was no cell phone. So all these fictions will bring, thoughts to you to create things. Smart home, smart car. So yes, they can talk back to you. However, you will have to reason with them, give them the proper knowledge base to respond back to you. एक जुमला मजमुआ होता है बहुत सारे सेट्स का, यूनियन होता है, इंटरसेक्शन होता है. That's how we work. That's how we communicate. We ask a question and an answer comes in a way, in a combined state of several sentences. इसमें कुछ जुमले ऐसे भी हो सकते हैं जो जूम आने होते हैं, कुछ जुमले ऐसे भी होते हैं जो सिर्फ एक माना रखते हैं अपने अंदर. Okay, go back. Umair, all yours. Umair seems to be paused. I think he's using PTCL's internet. Hopefully PTCL will bring decent internet in future also. Go ahead. If you have another question, I'll glad to take it.
Sorry, I lost you midway. I lost you midway. Can
That's
you hear
all
me
right.
fine now?
Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you for carrying on. Thank you. I could see bits of it.
Lukman Sheikh.
Somebody has said लुकमान शेख और मियां जीशान की बात मिला देते हैं. मियां जीशान कह रहे हैं 3 types of artificial intelligence: narrow, general, and super intelligence. Which is the best type?
All of them are
And
a best type.
Lukman is
Yeah. So all of let's take the first question. All of them are best type. It depends कि आपके context में क्या चीज जो है वो चाहिए. If it is a car context, car will not fly. If it is a drone airliner, then that will not go on the highway. So it depends. The context is narrow. The general context is that how we behave with the machines like the cell phone and all that jazz. And super intelligence would be something that would bring in us the vaccine faster. The need of
how
super
so?
intelligence at this moment is extremely important because we are unable to extract the RNA sequences and DNA sequences of this coronavirus, COVID-19, and to figure out which are the repellents, except sabun to hum nahi kha sakte.
True
हमें तो
that.
वो मतलब that'll destroy us internally. So, but we as humans know that, but machine does not know it. Machine कहीं खाओ. जब इससे मरता है coronavirus, so why don't you go and drink Lysol? Problem क्या? Because machine is context agnostic. So that's all
So
three.
that will,
Yeah.
yeah.
Go ahead.
That will open a whole lot for humans, and like you said कि इंसानों को अकल ज़्यादा इस्तेमाल करनी है, ज़्यादा thinkers बनना है, and instead of being involved in trying to crack it ourselves because we've not discovered those parts of the brain. So super intelligence can make it happen to test
Yes.
these different combinations and to make a lot happen in very little time, I would say.
Yeah.
Somebody's asking, Kamran Zulfikar is asking, can Google machine learning put a stop to SEO profession?
Yes. Yes and no. Yes, the generic SEO would be gone. But specific SEO that relates to what you are targeting, Google might have to take time to learn it. But then you as a human, being a super intelligent, will go and find the next frontier. So yeah, absolutely, these advances will eradicate some of these works, yes.
Wonderful. So machines need to establish the context, what is being said. Do they even get it?
Well, they don't get it because machines के पास emotions नहीं. As long as a human, we are emotional beings. The emotional intelligence quotient, जो हम as a human we possess that. Machines के पास आना इसलिए नामुमकिन है कि machine is a dead piece of thing. So we as a human, this body is our hardware, and soul or the spirit, whatever that realm is our electricity. And then that electricity wakes our software, which is our thinking power, and allows us to function. जब वो इलेक्ट्रिसिटी चली जाती है तो तारीख अजीज की तरह पाकिस्तान जिंदाबाद फी अमान अल्लाह इन्ना लिल्लाहि व इन्ना इलैहि राजिऊन means we lost a very decent folks in last few months. So the question
Wow.
is on the screen is text processing is needed by machines to establish context? Yes, but again that's narrow intelligence, narrow artificial intelligence, or general artificial intelligence. Does machine even understand the gist? No. You have to tell it. ये वो बच्चा है जो अभी चंद दिन का है बुनियादी तौर पे. इसके दिनों जो हमारे साल होते हैं वो इसके दिन अभी चल रहे हैं पिछले 40-50 साल से.
Wow. But when all is available, when machines have access, like you said, to every book that is there on Google and every device that is online can access it, then why is it so difficult creating those connections and creating those concepts? When human beings for years now have been training machines in many ways through different clicks and whatnot.
There is a question in the answer here. इंसान कितना पुराना है?
काफी पुराना हो गया अब तो.
मशीनें कितनी पुरानी
Millions
है?
if we talk about our timeline. Of course,
मशीनें
yes.
कितनी पुरानी है?
No comparison there.
So जब एक बच्चा पैदा होता है तो वो combination of a man and a woman. That chromosomes is technically the sequences of DNAs and RNAs. That has built-in intelligence coming in from millions of years. Machines, even though they have almost most of the stuff, but machines still don't have that capacity. हमने अपनी 6 point some odd % से ज़्यादा यूज नहीं किया brain.
Yeah, we've been hearing that. We've been hearing that we don't. The robotics. So they use artificial intelligence to make decisions. Are these decisions context dependent, context oriented? What is the difference? This is a chatter, and help us understand which one is it.
So this is a robot. Cell phone is a robot, and this is another robot. Robot has no shape or size. Robot has no distinguished characteristic. It's how we make it. It makes decisions within its context. अगर मैं फोन से कहूँ कि जहाज उड़ाओ, ये नहीं उड़ा सकता. Unless I physically go and switch on the connectivity between this and the airliner. And then this cell phone has the software which can actually switch on and off the context of an airplane flying. Then that becomes one robot, combination of two. So that's context dependent or context oriented. However, the dependence of the context of the human varies. हम इंसान गाड़ी भी चला सकते हैं, गधा गाड़ी भी चला सकते हैं, साइकिल भी चला सकते हैं, जहाज भी उड़ा सकते हैं. लेकिन अगर आप इसको कहें कि जी गधा गाड़ी चलाओ, do you think this can? Highly unlikely. The reason behind that, it does not have the capacity to hold that घोड़ा गाड़ी या जो किसी ज़माने में टांगा होता था, I don't know whether that exists but in fact or not. तो उसकी बागें कैसे खींचनी है घोड़े की, उसको अगर दाएं मोड़ना है तो क्या करना है कि घोड़े के तो वो लगे होते थे खोपे से ऐसे करते हैं ऐसे आंखों पे. So yeah, so this typically depends on which context you're working. I think Umair is lost again. So let me take this time to tell you that if you're threatened that machines will take over, don't be threatened because you're the super intelligence beings. वो अल्लाह कहता है ना इंसान अशरफुल मखलूकात है. So what does that mean? यानी जितनी भी मखलूकात, मखलूक means खल्क means created being. So being a human, Ashraful Makhluqat means has the control. However, we have to explore it, we have to find it. So that's important. We must not close our doors which allow us to think. We must read. Iqra bismi rabbika allazi khalaq. Khalaqal insana bil-alaq. So we must follow Rabbi Zidni ilma as the main thing. Umair, welcome back. Good to see you after a very long time in micro nanoseconds.
I'm so sorry. I'm missing out on
it's
so
all
much,
right.
and
I
I
was talking
hate
to
it
this
कि
machine.
ये शो के बीच में जो ये फिक्र करनी पड़ती है ना कि कनेक्शन चल रहा है या नहीं चल रहा.
Yeah.
But I'm so sorry. I
you're
apologize
fine.
profusely. Karachi internet has been a nightmare. Is it fine now?
It is fine. I was just telling everybody, Iqra bismi rabbika allazi khalaq. और रब ज़िदनी इल्मा. अल्लाह ताला ने
जी, please
हमें
carry on.
कितने ज़माने पहले आज़ू सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम के थ्रू जो एक हमें किताब ज़ाब्ता हयात दिया कुरान. अगर हम सिर्फ वही इंसानों की तरह पढ़ रहे हैं, we can actually find so much stuff within that book to guide us toward artificial intelligence, how to behave with it. It seems that Umair is again in space somewhere. Space is the final frontier. So let me come back. The knowledge base. The knowledge base is designed for a certain context. 3 contexts will have 3 different knowledge bases. 3 different knowledge bases, when combined, can give us an environment. एक माहौल हमें देता है. वो 3 different sets of uh, areas होते हैं. That's where set membership comes in. That's where set theory still works. जो मेरा ख्याल है पाकिस्तान में 5वीं जमात के grade 5 or 5th classes start होता है. So if we go and learn appropriately that very basic mathematics, we can actually work with the artificial intelligence. All right, welcome back again. Let's see you.
Thank you. I'm so not
Invite,
liking this.
Umair.
Can I request you another time because I would like to do this and do this right.
Absolutely,
But
you're most welcome.
yes, yes. So
Yeah.
let's of course wrap this. But I'm so sorry, and this has to happen right. I've definitely listened to the pieces, and what you've been doing there from the other side is very generous of you. Thank you very much for carrying on. Okay, would you like to finish your thought?
My thoughts would be कि पाकिस्तान में मैंने एक ट्रेंड नोट किया, लोगों ने पढ़ना छोड़ दिया. किताबें उठाएं, उन्हें पढ़ें. I'm not joking. कुरान एक किताब है. वो हम उसका एहतराम से उसे बंद करके रखना नहीं चाहिए. रब्बे ज़िदनी इल्मा से पीछे नहीं लिखा कि औरत नहीं पढ़ना या मर्द नहीं पढ़ना या बाप नहीं पढ़ना. You all are destined to do big things. Go find Rabbi Zidni Ilma with you. May Allah be with you. Amen. Umair, go ahead, closing. Okay, there was a question came in. Shall I
Wonderful.
answer?
Yeah. I'm going to take the questions alongside your thought. Thank you. Yes, इल्म बढ़ाएं और जो पैगाम है उसको समझें और वो यकीनन कुरान पैगाम है जो हम सबके लिए और हमें समझने की जरूरत है. Lukman is asking how can we create neurons using programming in robots. Dr. Wajad from Comsense claimed that they're going to launch a robot called Neha, which is built in general intelligence to learn from environment.
So, what is a neuron actually? That's the question, right? And how it communicates. Neuron is a messenger. जब मैं अगर इस कप को हाथ लगा रहा हूं तो मुझे ये पता लग रहा है कि ये कप है, ये कुछ है सॉलिड सरफेस, लेकिन देखने से पता लग रहा है. अगर मैं आंख बंद करके भी कप उठाऊंगा तो मुझे पता होगा कि ये मैंने कप हाथ में लिया है, क्योंकि मेरे न्यूरॉन्स मुझे अप्रोप्रिएट मैसेजिंग दे रहे हैं, मुझे पैगाम पहुंचा रहे हैं मेरे दिमाग तक. इस तरह जो आप प्रोग्रामिंग करते हैं, आप उसको जो इनपुट ले रहे हैं उसको प्रोसेसिंग से पहले जब आप देख रहे हैं कि ये क्या है, whether it's a character or it's a numeric, it's a combination of a character and numeric, and what it is actually, what should I do with it? The next question is, sir, I want to know the health and safety practitioners are there in any courses related health and safety, HNS. I think about the AI. Well, that is extremely important. जो आपके heart monitors हैं, they are artificially intelligent. To give a doctor a nod, इस बंदे का जो heart है, उसकी जो beeping है, वो slow हो गई है. आके देखो इसे. वो वहां पे हर वक्त एक, अगर हॉस्पिटल में 50 बेड्स हैं इमरजेंसी रिस्पांस में, तो वहां 50 अटेंडेंट खड़े होकर देख नहीं सकते किसके हार्ट की बीट जो है वो लो हो रही है. मशीन sends a note. So that's important. That is vital for us. Go ahead, Umair. Umar Amjad Sahab.
Wonderful. Umar is asking, considering the success of IBM Watson, Sophia the AI report developed by Hanson Robotics, how are you seeing artificial intelligence supporting the health pandemic such as this, Corona?
So the Sophia Hanson came from Texas, and from Hanson Robotics, they moved to Singapore to do the ICO, initial coin offering in the blockchain. So they raised that in 61 seconds. They raised $160 million. Unfortunately, we don't have that in Pakistan or India. It's like banned. लेकिन अल्लाह करे कि वो पढ़ा लिखा बंदा आ जाए. हम मेडिकल डॉक्टर को टेक्नोलॉजी पे नहीं बिठा सकते. No disrespect to Dr. Makhlouf Siddiqui, but that was not his domain. So wrong decisions. We have to correct our path. So Watson is something that actually won the chess games. However, the DNA and RNA sequences in our body are so complex that it takes supercomputing to extract few of those strands. So yeah, it will take time. There is advancement happening within the healthcare industry. So I would like us to do it in Pakistan. कब तक हम जो है वो या जो है वो उसे नकल करते रहेंगे? हम समझेंगे, अगर हमें समझाने वाला कोई नहीं है तो इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि अल्लाह ने हमें दिमाग में दिया।
Through that, and that's the message that you give as well. Before I die out again, the connectivity, I would like to take this opportunity to thank you for your generosity and for agreeing to come on the show again. दोबारा करेंगे, जो सवालात रह गए वो भी शामिल करेंगे, मजीद भी शामिल करेंगे, but we'll do this better. I want to pull out because I'm losing Atif Saab on and off, and it's not fun for me when I'm not listening, when I can't understand half of what is being said. And it's on that note, I would like to call this a day. Thank you very much, Atif Bhai, for enlightening us with the ideas that you did. Continue doing what you're doing, and we'll have you back on the quarantine show soon. My apologies for this one. This is Dr. Atif Farid, and we're talking about exponential technologies. What a wonderful man. यकीन है आप मुझे यकीन है कि इस मर्तबा आपने ज़्यादा सुना है और मैंने कम सुना है। मैं बहुत कोशिश कर रहा था लेकिन आवाज़ बहुत मैग्नेटिक, बहुत फासलों से और टूटी-फूटी आ रही थी, and I just feel that it's not fair to the subject, it's not fair to Dr. Atif to continue it like this. So we'll do this again. हम इसको रियलाइन करते हैं और क्वारंटीन सीरीज जारी रहेगी, कराची से भी जारी रहेगी, अच्छे इंटरनेट के साथ इंशाल्लाह जारी रहेगी। मेरी आप सबसे माजरत, आतिफ साहब से माजरत। I will come back and come back soon, inshallah. Thank you, Luqman, Mia Zishan, Kamran, Sahar Sultan, Umar Amjad, Taimur Sajid, and Ehsan, and all of you for joining us, for joining in. अपना ख्याल रखें। कराची में तो SOPs नहीं है। I don't know कराची का क्या प्लान है, but definitely what I saw in Islamabad में कोरोना था, कराची में तो नहीं लगता। And रास्ते में भी बहुत सारी जगहों पे नहीं लगता। I would urge all of us, this is a battle, we are all in this together, and कुछ की ना एहतियाती सबको नुकसान पहुंचाएगी एक ऐसी जंग है। बाकी हम सब जानते हैं। आपका बहुत शुक्रिया, ख्याल रखें।